Hey folks, Scully Nomad here, hope you are well. So I'm doing a bit of a dinghy restore project at the moment, so I'm on part one of cleaning it. So you can see I've done this side, I've still got to do this side, so I'll show you how I've done that. By far the best cleaning product that I've used so far has been the Cif Cream cleaner, but this is part one of how I clean up the dinghy. Part two is going to be the fittings and attachments. So the bench is broken, so I'm going to have to refiberglass that, and the oar attachment on that side is actually snapped off, so I'm going to have to order a new one and do that. And then the third part will be servicing the Honda outboard that I have. I tried out 5 different products. By far the best method was the scrubbing brush and the Cif Cream cleaner. The second one was actually the bleach. These were joint third basically. I didn't really get on with them too well. I did have high hopes actually for the pink stuff with the oxalic acid, so I used the one without on the boat itself. So the fender marks, it comes up straight away. With this, it does leave a chalky residue, so I kind of wipe the pink stuff on there, get rid of the mark, and then rinse it off after, and then polish it. And I was also kind of hoping that this was going to be pretty good as well, but I didn't really think much of it. Same as this one as well. I thought I'd throw in a time lapse of me pumping up the dinghy. If you know a good electronic one, please let me know in the comments below. Now it does take me a long time to film the content along with editing, so editing actually takes me anywhere between 10 to 12 hours per video. So although this one is only 10 minutes long, it's taken me the entire day to not only film but also to do the editing. So if you could like the video, that'd be really helpful, thank you. The dinghy itself is made by Honda, it's the Honwave. It doesn't have the aluminium flooring or anything, so it is just an inflatable rib. This is what it was like before it was cleaned. So I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of the comparison, and now we'll flip it over to the other side. As you can see, it's significantly more dirty. So although my boat's actually in fresh water, you do get the silt in there and it kind of dyes the rib a little bit. I actually get the same markings on my boat itself. I'll leave a link to my boat tour video at the end of this, but we'll skip ahead a little bit here so you can see the final results. As you can see, it's cleaned up a lot better. It's almost looking fairly new. We'll take a few steps back and I'll show you the method that I used and what I found was the best way. Then I'll demonstrate the other chemicals. So what I actually just do is I just go a bit crazy with it. A lot of marks over there. This is why I brought the dinghy home rather than doing it at the marina. Going a little bit crazy with it. And then I just use a sponge just to kind of blend it all together. So I'm just going to keep going with it. But you can see already the marks where the bleach has been. So that's that one there. I'll keep speeding it up just so you guys don't end up watching like a 5-hour long documentary. And then once I've covered it all, I'm just going to leave it for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to go get a coffee, let the chemical do its work, and then we'll go from there. It's been about 10 minutes. You can see it's still a bit wet, but if we go a bit closer, even if we just tick it a little bit, you can see that it's already cleaning quite a bit. So what I'm going to do is do circular motions. I just wanted to do a quick time lapse so you can see that it's coming off pretty quickly. Overall I spent an hour doing both sides of the dinghy. For the oars I did exactly the same method where I just used the Cif and then I wiped it around. As I'm probably not going to be using the dinghy for a while, I wanted it extra clean, so I did another kind of coating / layer of cleaning. Once it was fully cleaned, all I did was hose it all down. But let's check out the other products that I used. So I've shown you the best ones so far. In the beginning my plan was just to use 3 separate products. That was 2 of the pink stuff and the Cif cleaner. But with poor results I decided to try 2 other products. As I've got 3 different products, what I'll be doing is I'll do it in sections. So this bit inflated, so I'll use 1 product on there. This one is also a separate tube along with this one. And then what I'll do is I'll pick my 2 favourite out of those 3 and then I'll divide the bottom sections up. First up I'm going to use the bathroom cleaner one, and that's going to be for the front section. So I'm going to spray it on leave it for a few minutes, and then actually work the chemical in.
The reason I picked 2 of the Pink Stuff products is because I used the Pink Stuff Miracle Paste on my actual boat, and it was actually really good, so I was pretty disappointed by the results of, say, the bathroom cleaner and the other paste that I have, which has the oxalic acid in there. You'll see the other one in action shortly, but as you can see with just the bathroom spray, nothing's really happening. Here's a little bit of a closer look. So it looks like it's been slightly wiped over, but this is the second coating that I've give it, and really disappointed on here. So after a little bit more scrubbing, I just gave it a quick rinse off and then moved on to the next section.
Next up is the cream cleaner, and that's what we're doing. The instructions read: pop me, squirt me, use me, ta-da. So we'll see how ta-da this is. Originally I was just going to dilute it with water, but it says just use it straight on, so I'll work in just using the green cloth, leave it for 5 minutes and then scrub it. So I'm going to do a little bit more. Let's give it the old scrubbing brush now.
This was by far the best method with the Cif and the scrubbing brush. I did the exact same method with bleach, although the cream cleaner worked the best. As I was trialing the different products, I ended up going back redoing the entire dinghy just using the Cif cleaner. But we'll go on to the Miracle Paste now and we'll check it out.
Next up is the pink stuff with the oxalic acid in there. That's what the scoop looks like, so I've used 2 scoops to 6 litres. I'm going to work it on there. Apologise for the background noise. This is the 4th sunny day this year and it's September. So welcome to UK. Okay, that's what we're working with.
As I was using a diluted solution, it really didn't seem to make that much difference, and I spent a good 10-15 minutes actually wiping it down. I didn't already notice any change, so what I did is I used a bit of the powder. I was hoping it was going to give it a bit more of a, like an abrasive kind of more of a paste to help clean it a little bit better, which it kind of did, but really not that much. As I do like the original stuff, I wanted to give it a bit of a chance, so I let it kind of sit there for a little bit. It dried to a chalky consistency and then I washed it down again. It kind of worked. It did notice a little bit of a change, but again, really nothing to write home about too, so again, quite disappointed about it. In the shop, I actually picked up the original paste first, and then I ended up putting it back in place of this one. As the other products didn't work as well as expected, I ended up reverting back to the cream cleaner. The front of the dinghy, it's got like a sticky texture to it, so I'm assuming it's the glue that was holding on the original badge. Overall, the best method I found was using the green scouring pad just to kind of work the surface a little bit and then switch over to the brush. I actually gave about 5 minutes to soak first, and then you can see how easy it's actually coming off here. It would be interesting to find out what you guys use to clean your dinghies, so if you want to put that in the comments below, that would be really helpful. But I'll speed up the footage now. As I mentioned, I've had to go over the entire dinghy again because the other products didn't perform as well as I was hoping they would. While the dinghy was on the ground, I gave a little quick rinse and then I hung it up to get all the water out, and then I gave it a good hose down. Once it had dried, I gave it another quick rinse.
As you can see, it is a lot better. The next episode will be fixing these. So this one's okay, and this one is actually snapped off. Thanks for watching part 1. So as I said, it's going to be a 3-part series. Now it's going to be a little while now until I actually get around to fixing the bits and bobs. I'm working 6 days this week, 3 days at the NEC, 2 days in Newcastle, 1 day in London, so I'm going to be here, there and everywhere. So thanks for watching, thanks for being fans, and stay tuned.
My channel's only a small channel, so here's my boat on screen. I do have a boat tour video so you can see both the exterior and interior of the boat. I do a lot of car maintenance videos on part of the channel as I drive a car that's held together with duct tape and hope, and I make videos just for fun as a little hobby. If you want to learn a little bit more about me, I did a video called Health and Wealth. I talk about my accident, how I rescued somebody, the financial cost from that, and the rocky road of boat ownership.